Hero Hill. We actually do have the horse there. I'm going to go get horse armor immediately. I don't recall if you can fight in this game on horseback. Dead drop orders 1. Could I actually just read the orders? Also, I'm not sure where the horses was supposed to be. Didn't notice it at the outside of the sanctuary location, and it's not here, so... Shrug. Silencer, you are now reading your first dead drop note here on Hero Hill, which proves to me you were well appointed to the tasks that lie ahead. Journey now to Leafrot's Cave. There you will encounter an ancient necromancer who is attempting to escape death by transforming himself into a lich. This necromancer, Celadine, has not yet completed his metamorphosis, but is still immensely powerful. Possibly too powerful to destroy if confronted directly. Search Leafrot Cave. Necromancers are wizards after all, and wizards are prolific by nature. Celadine surely has written records, and these records may contain evidence of some kind of weakness. Perhaps there is some other way to destroy Celadine besides a direct confrontation, but destroy him you must. When the necromancer lies dead, journey to the city of Coral for your next dead drop. Good notice on the dead drop. I was not given any reason why I'm killing the guy. No reward promised for the job either. No bonus or anything. Target diseased. As well switch to stealth gear. Entry 1. My initial findings may have been inconclusive, but they set me on the path I will pursue until I achieve my goal or lie rotting in this cave. Either outcome will be a welcome respite from the days and nights I've spent toiling without food, water, or any kind of companionship. A lesser mage would have fallen prey to madness by now, I'm sure of it. But I am not a lesser mage. Though they try in earnest, though their hearts and minds are true to the teachings of our great sovereign, my fellow necromancers lack the complete dedication required to achieve that ultimate of goals, the state of lichdom. Not even Falkar himself can match my sheer tenacity, my willingness to accept failure on any level, unwillingness. This is why I, Saladin, will soon join the ranks of the worm eremites, those servants favored by our sovereign above all others. I will sit with honor and obedience at his right hand, while those fools in the Mages Guild grovel at my maggot-ridden feet. Entry 2. Even the most pedestrian peasant fairy tale has long held that a lich must somehow remain bound to his soul, and that connection must most commonly manifest itself as a transference of the spirit into an actual physical object. An urn, a sarcophagus, a crystal phial. One Khajiit fairy tale even tells of a lich who preserved his spirit in the severed head of a wood elf infant. And these same peasants long comforted themselves with the belief that if they ever had the grave misfortune of facing a lich, they would need only find the vessel containing his spirit form and then destroy it, thus destroying the lich himself. Fools and their folklore. True liches possess no such weakness. Can one of the sovereign's worm eremites be bested by shattering a glass vase? The very notion is so absurd as to be comical. Yes, a necromancer must transfer his soul into a physical vessel, but once that transference is complete, once the necromancer has fully metamorphosed into his lich form, the vessel is inconsequential. But it is the process of his transference itself that has eluded me for so long. My soul remains bound to my earthly body, and nothing I have attempted has allowed me to free myself of this mortal coil and transcend to the state of lichdom I so dearly desire. Entry 3. Every tome I have acquired, the volumes upon volumes of necromantic discourse, all useless. I have grown disgusted by the years of wasted life that have been poured into those so-called essential writings. Who in their right mind would ever wish to animate a month-dead Cyrodiilic butterfly, or bring alive to the rotting husk of a rare albino mud crab? How many months have I wasted away on this cave? And for what reason? Ah yes, I know. I will resurrect an army of deformed goblin younglings and march onto the White Gold Tower itself. That at least is within my reach. My mind has become a cesspool of necromantic waste, where recheck spells and rituals compete for the honor of finally driving me completely insane. And still I am no closer to achieving my goal than I was when I first began this process. Am I losing faith in myself, in my discipline? Perhaps I have been studying too hard. Many a night I have sacrificed my prayers to our sovereign for one more experiment, one more incantation. What I need now is rest. Rest and a state of tranquility, so that I may commune with our sovereign and repledge my loyalty and devotion. For what answer will I find in some crumbling codex that could not be supplied by our great sovereign himself? Entry 4. The secret is mine. So long I searched, so hard I toiled, but I was a fool. I was right to forego my studies for a more ardent devotion to prayer. Last night, as I sit in the throes of meditation, our great sovereign did come to me. He passed to me the knowledge I have sought for so long. The secrets of transcendence were even more complex and arcane than even I could have imagined. and I will never transcribe them into any written work. Indeed, they have never been recorded. All my months of solitude were for naught, as the secret I so desperately sought could only be obtained through direct communication without great sovereign himself. Soon I will walk the earth as a worm eremite, serving the sovereign in a state of endless undeath. Entry 5. Through the sacrifice of many innocents, the resurrection of many servants to aid me in my task, and the tireless performance of a nearly week-long ritual, I have completed construction of the Sands of Resolve. The transcendence to full lichdom will not be immediate, however. The vessel has been crafted, but my energy force, my soul, must be fully transformed into it. Not even our sovereign was quite certain how long this process would take, as it varies from one necromancer to the next, based on many factors, both physical and spiritual. One thing, however, is certain. This hourglass must never leave my possession until the transference is complete. I grow more powerful every day, but in truth am more vulnerable than I have ever been. If something were to happen to the Sands of Resolve, if the hourglass should somehow leave my possession, the connection between soul and vessel would be severed. To think that my work, my life, could be eradicated so easily after I've come so close to success is almost more than I can bear. If I could remove the Sands of Resolve from Celadin's possessions, perhaps through pickpocketing, he would surely die. Is that him or his servants? It's a patroller, that's what it is. I need to check who he is. Kaladin is dead. I must pick up my reward in the next contract at the dead drop located in an old sack hidden in the bushes beneath the great oak in the city of Coral. Just exit. I'll take a quick travel to Fort Farragut. See if the horse is there. Right. What the fuck do you to guide this thing? Oh, right this. Right. Maneuvering the horse and where I look is a separate thing. I can't fight while riding. Horse armor. Dear reader, in celebration of the launch of our new barding services, we are offering a free set of horse armor to the bearer of this letter. Chestnut Handy Stables outside Imperial City. It should be a quest.
What is it now? Snock Grabura, owner and proprietor. We board horses and, well, we don't actually sell horses. Anymore, that is.
I'm here for about the horse armor.
What can I interest you in?
Steel or Elven? Steel looks better on a black horse, I think. Elven is very shiny.
Here you are, just like I promised. Thanks again for all the help.
Snakrabura armored my horse for free. From now on, she will outfit any legally owned horse that I bring to her with steel or elven armor for 500 gold. So that's it. Yeah, it's grey at least. A bit more silvery than I thought it would be, but that's fine. Right, wasn't that exciting. Let's never speak of that again.
Hello.
I could be wrong, but it seems to me there's something shaky going on at the Oak Enclosure.
I've suspected that as well.
Come and see what extra crap I have.
Oh, well, a pleasure to speak.
Brother Piner.
The Blades are closely linked to the Order of Talus. We both serve Talus, of course, and many of our brothers are former Blades. I myself was training as a Blade when I received the call to serve Talus in a different way. It isn't widely known, but many brothers of the Order of Talus are also members of the Blades. Chapter houses of the Order, like Wayland Priory, provide safe houses for traveling Blades as well as our more public religious functions. Blades who are too old for the active service often join the Order as lay brothers. We are honored to have Grand Master Joffrey, or Brother Joffrey as he prefers, as a resident here. Good day.
Yeah, I hope I can help. Picked up a good book at Renoir's this week. Sure wish I could read it. You've got a lot. For you, of course. I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
Right. Can we dump something reasonable on her? I'll keep the persuasion gear, even though I'm unlikely to ever use it. Never know. Take the Daedra Heart, stay away too much.
Another. You too.
Who will help an old beggar?
Well met. The only way you're going to learn anything new now is by doing it yourself, or talking to Gimwall. I'd suggest doing it by yourself. But if you're dead set on it, head to the best defense in the Imperial City. He's a smith there, and might be persuaded to train you. Armor, weapons, I have it all. How may I help you?
I sort of want to sell some of this crap.
A fine transaction. An excellent bargain.
But it still needs a bow occasionally, so I can't really. I could conjure a bow, but I'm not sure how reliable that is. Better just have a bow.
How can I help you?
Well met. Hello.
Dead drop orders 2.
What's going on with
The necromancer Celadane is dead, and you are not. That is quite an accomplishment, but your work as a silencer has just begun. Your next assignment requires you to eliminate not just one target, but 5. An entire family, in fact. Unlucky siblings are Parenia Draconis, Matthias Draconis, Andreas Draconis, Sibylla Draconis, and Kalia Draconis. The locations of most of the family members are unknown, so you should begin your search with the family matron, Parenia, who resides at the farm called Applewatch. You must discern the locations of all the Draconis family members and then systematically eliminate them. I suggest you first speak with the mother and find out if she has any valuable information on the whereabouts of her children before ending her life. When every member of the Draconis family lies dead, journey to the city of Skingrad. In Castle Courtyard you will find a well containing your reward for the Draconis contract, and as well as any further assignments I might have.
They say that King House.
Fair enough. Applewatch, never visited it. For some reason.
Your presence here will not be tolerated.
Okay.
Fall before me, Breton! Jump on my sword while you can!
Any books, notes, diaries? Now we need to talk to her.
Oh, hello there. I'm sorry, you startled me. My nerves get rattled rather easily these days, I'm afraid. Living alone will do that to you. Now, is there something I can help you with?
Say nothing.
Oh, well, all right then. Oh, now.
Okay, I'm looking for your children.
My children? Whatever for? Oh, Oh dear, excuse an old woman's stupidity. You're here to pick up my gift list. Using your gift service was the smartest thing I've ever done. My children are spread across Cyrodiil, and it's so hard to shop for them all. So here's the list of all my precious little ones, though I dare say they're not so little anymore. They grow up so fast, I swear. You'll notice that the list gives each child's location and some suggestions for gifts. Oh, and here's the gold I'm supposed to give you. Now please go. Those children are so dear to me, and I'd really like you to get them something special. Thanks again.
Dear Courier, I would like to thank you again for agreeing to assist me. I was so delighted when a friend recommended you, and I will certainly employ your services again in the future if everything goes well with this round of purchases. You can imagine how difficult it is for an old woman such as myself to get around. My children, darlings that they are, deserve the best, and I'm afraid I haven't been able to properly show my love and appreciation for them in quite a few years. But all that is behind me now. Here is the list of gifts I think my family would most enjoy, as well as each child's current place of residence, which should be used for delivery. Okay, let's start with 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, okay. One thing at a time. Matthias. Talos Plaza District, Imperial City. He has a home there. Matthias always was a rough and tumble lad. The last I'd heard, he'd fallen in with some pretty tough characters there in Imperial City. I'd feel so much better if I knew he was well protected, so I'd like you to find him a nice cuirass. Nothing too light, iron or steel should be fine, and if possible, I'd like it engraved with, "To my dear Maddie, I'll always be here to protect you. Love, Mom." Let's go with let's get this cuirass, and then go meet him with that. It might not make a difference, but it might. Yeah, Oblivion gates are still a thing, right? I'll just buy one. Could talk to the smith here at the same time.
Good day. Can I interest you in some of my wares? You're a fine negotiator. Thank you. Take care.
Where exactly is he? Armor training.
Can I help you? Mighty bold of you, asking for training. What makes you think you're worth my time? I bet you don't know the first thing about smithing. Have you read up on the history of the craft? I doubt it. You answer a simple question, and I'll think about training you. So, here it is. What does the name Hazadir mean to you?
Nothing.
Can't say I'm surprised. Few recognize the name anymore, even though he was famous. Had a book written about him, in fact. I don't have a copy myself, but there was one in first edition last time I was browsing there. At least some people take an interest in history. Farewell.
Well, we know what to do. We're inclined to get that. Could be a little bit late for the gift. I'll try it anyway. Umbacano Manor. I did not is he working as a guard there? Well, this is we can't attack him there.
You've got some nimble fingers. What have you...
Still, I don't actually know.
Good to see you again, sir. Indeed. Shall I? You
Okay,
too.
now he's out.
Greetings.
Yeah? Okay. Well then.
So I can't take advantage of any of these gifts in any way to gain trust, or just say that I'm a courier to deliver it or something. So more or less they're just 5 different assassination jobs with no real explanations. Ah, I thought this was the other guy. Well, shit happens. Not to me though, but to other people.
Body's still warm. Looks like there's a killer about. Stop right there!
How the fuck did you hear things?
Then pay!
Okay, this didn't exactly go as planned, but whatever. Plan B. Who's next? Andreas. The Drunken Dragon Inn. He owns the place and lives there as well. Andy has been brewing his own beer and spirits since he was 6 years old. The opening of that inn was the happiest day of his life. I'd like for you to get him some new tavern classes. I'm sure there are craftsmen in the Imperial City who could make a fancy setup from frosted ebony or altmary crystal. Drunken Dragon Inn, that's It seems like it's just an inn somewhere in the middle of nowhere.
Hey there, pal. Looking for a room? Sure, friend. Very good. Your room... You take care now, buddy.
I'll wait until 7 AM. Jesus Christ, I need to wait quite a long time. I'll probably sleep for 6 hours at most. Right. Is there a guard looking at him? Next. Sibylla, Mock Valley Cavern. Yes, my daughter lives in a cave, and no, I'm not very happy about it. Sibby has always loved animals, almost as much as Andy loves beer, and a couple of years ago she apparently thought it a good idea to abandon the Empire and live as a savage with the rest of the animals. In that time, I'm afraid Sibby has kind of cracked. She's basically as wild as the beast she lives with. What can I do? I'm Sibby's mother and I'll always love her. She obviously doesn't want or need anything from a civilized society. So what I'd like you to do is find a tanner and secure the largest fur blankets you can possibly find. Last time I saw Sibby, she was nearly naked, and I can't imagine there's much in that cave to keep her warm. When you do bring them to Mock Valley Cavern, be careful. Wild animals are bad enough, but Sibby herself will probably attack anyone outside. That's gotta be Sibby. Right. Easy enough of a task. Who's next? Just be one more. Celia, Castle Lewin. You'll find her in the barracks. My beautiful Kay. My dearest daughter broke so many hearts when she was younger, but now that she's an officer in the Imperial Legion, I'm afraid she's let herself go a bit. Not gotten fat by my father, not that, but she's settled into a more practical kind of look, even a bit boyish. I guess you could say. So what I'd like you to do is get my Kay as much pretty girl stuff as you can. Flowers, perfume, nor chocolate, that sort of thing. You've already received half of your fee in advance, and will receive the remainder after the gifts have been purchased and delivered, as we originally agreed. Thank you again for providing such valuable service. Assassinate someone in the barracks. This is not gonna go well, but it doesn't particularly matter. Just, we don't have enough... Your horse is stabled, right. I read that your horse is stabbed. He's on patrol somewhere.
Right. What can I do for you, citizen?
You hear that the Knights of the Nine are gathering holy relics?
Oh? Do you think what happened to Kvatch could happen here?
No, they were taken by surprise. I'm sure the Legion has everything under control. Safe travels.
Day.
Evening.
What?
What's new with you?
I have heard that the great houses of Morrowind are in upheaval. Indoril is in ruins, and Redoran is besieged by the Lords of Skyrim.
It seems that these are turbulent times in the land of the Dunmer.
So long.
Good day.
Hi.
What's new with you?
I saw some mud crabs by the water recently. I've steered clear of them.
I can't stand the sight of those creatures.
Goodbye.
It'll be much more easier to attack here than in barracks. But I don't want any outsiders getting involved if I can help it.
What? Stop right there!
Shit.
Then pay.
Every member of the Draconis family has been killed. I must pick up my reward and... Next contract at the dead trap located in the stone well in the castle Skingrad Courtyard. Right. I'll see if I can pay off my fines. A bit of a public killing spree, not happy about that. But also, I don't see how I could use the stealth attack to kill a lot of these targets.
You look like a bright one.
So I might as well just stop wasting time and do the kill, pay the fines. Why the hell isn't anyone here?
You wear the shadow. You can pay your consider it done. Shadow Knight.
542, that's the half price. I'll see what the next quest is, but we'll leave things at this. Are you ready to get your hands dirty, Silencer? Your next target is a Khajiit nobleman by the name of Jigasta, who can be found at his home in the city of Bruma. Jigasta was recently offered the hand of a prominent Cyrodiil's noble's daughter, but turned down the offer when he learned that the girl's rather negligible dowry. The girl's family is outraged, of course, and has hired the Dark Brotherhood to make Jagasta pay for his insolence. Go to Jagasta's house in Bruma and end his miserable life, but be warned, the Khajiit is rich and bored and spends most of his time honing his skills in unarmed combat. Any opponent who can kill with merely his hands is not to be trifled with, so tread carefully. Even worse, Jagasta is aware someone may be trying to kill him and has bribed the guards not to interfere if a fight should spill out into the city streets. When the target has been eliminated, you will find your next dead drop in a rotten box. Okay, this seems like a fairly straightforward job, but these jobs are highly questionable. Killing the entire family doesn't really fit so easily to this pattern though. I mean, individual top targets, yeah. Assuming we're going after other assassins. But what was the point of killing the entire family? None of them seemed particularly good. I suppose they could have been assassins, but all of them? Highly probable.